Assalamualaikum and very good evening. Afternoon. We are from Group 6 representing Ilumia as our drug. I am Nik Alia Shakira from Malaysia. And Kem Anson, who know and you can call me Dream. I'm from Thailand. My name is Manfasir, I'm from Indonesia.
I'm Nuhai from Egypt.
I'm Sita from Indonesia. So we will start with our role play. What's wrong with me? So itchy. I'm so scared. How can I do it? I want to meet the pharmacist. The pharmacist can help me. Can you help me? I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh, I said dry skin, redness. No problem. I guess it's a plaque psoriasis.
Okay, psoriasis. Psoriasis is a chronic immune disorder. Yes. Okay. Psoriasis is a chronic immune disorder that appears on the skin like this. It will appear as red and bumpy on the skin with flaky white scales on the skin, and it can become itchy and very painful at the same time. It is a non-contagious disease. When she sneezes, will not spread onto me, and then if I touch her, it will not spread onto me. So be kind to person like this. Okay. So next I will tell about pathophysiology of the disease. There is one article that I found suggesting that this disease mechanism are immune based, and it will be initiated by the T cells in the dermis. As we know, APC is the antigen presenting cells, like dendritic cells, will activate the T cells and then will cause the release of the cytokines. The reactivation of the T cells and the release of the cytokines then will lead to an inflammation. The inflammation then can cause psoriasis like this.
As we said, it's moderate to severe plaque psoriasis, but don't worry, we will give you a great drug called Illumedia. But I have to ask you an important question. Do you have TB?
No, why?
One of the most important monitoring for this drug is to know if the patient has TB or not, which is TB screening. And if you don't have, the drug would be great with you, but we have to see the mechanism of this drug, and let's see this together.
So, guys, here's the thing about the mechanism of actions of tildrakizumab or Ilumya. So, as we know, such as cytokines and chemokines is a pro-inflammatory activator. So, it will activate the dendritic cells, and dendritic cells will produce the interleukin 23, and also interleukin 23 will regulate the Th17. Th17 is a strong activator of the keratinocyte proliferation. So here's the drug works. So the drug will bind selectively to interleukin 23, and it cannot regulate the Th17. So because the drug is inhibit the interleukin 23 at P19 subunit, because of that, the keratinocyte will not proliferate. So the plaque psoriasis will not happen again. So it will reduce the moderate and severe the plaque psoriasis.
Coming to the dose for the drug, the dose formulation is a single dose prefilled syringe when it has 100 milligram. It will be taken in subcutaneous injection. This one at week 0. The next one at week 4. The third one is 12 week and thereafter.
Okay, so after being injected, the drug will achieve the steady state concentration by the week of 16, following the subcutaneous administration by week 0, 4, and every 12 weeks thereafter. For the dose of 100 milligram, the steady state concentration will achieve at the range of 1.22 millicentrigram per milliliters up to 1.47 millicentrigram per milliliters. Okay, and in the body, this drug can cause several adverse reactions. For the patient with moderate to severe plaque psoriasis who receive this drug at least one dose. The first is upper respiratory tract infection. It's like a common viral infection that affects the nose, throat, and the airways. And then the second is nasopharyngitis, also a common viral infection of the nose and the throat. The third is edema. It's like a condition of the swelling that caused by the excess of the fluid trapped in body's tissue. And the fourth is pruritus. It's like the unpleasant sensation that provokes the desire to scratch. And the fifth is urticaria. It's like the skin harsh that caused by the reaction of irritants such as food and medication. The sixth is erythema, like the redness at the skin of the mucous membranes that caused by the increase of the blood flow in superficial capillary, and the last is hematoma, the solid swelling of the clotted blood within the tissues.
And I will talk about contraindication. This drug is contraindicated with patients who have a serious hypersensitivity reaction to this drug or any other any excipients. Yes. And after that, I will tell you about the availability of Ilumya. It's available on USA, UK, and Europe market. But it's different name. In USA, you can call Ilumya, but in UK, you can call Ilum Cream. Yeah. Got it? Yeah. The drug interaction. And this is the drug or trastuzumab. When you're together with live vaccine, it can increase risk of infection that's caused by live vaccine. Okay? Okay.
Coming to the clinical trials, it's already in the phase 3. So we start at REACH in 1880. The design is randomized, placebo-controlled DB, which means double-blind, MC with multi-center. It means in many countries, not only one country. It has to be that these clinical trials have been made to compare the efficacy of tildrakizumab as treatment of patients who have moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. They have been separated to two parts. Part 1 have taken 200 milligram and 100 milligram for week 0 and week 4. The other part have taken 200 milligram, 1 milligram for week 12 and week 16. The patient number were 772. 670 only took the tildrakizumab and the placebo were 155. The inclusion means the people who we want to make this clinical trial on them. They have to have body surface area like higher or equal to 10%. PGA, which means Physician Global Assessment, have to be scored higher or equal to 3. And the psoriasis area and severity index, which is called PASI, have to have score like higher or equal to 12. Okay? The exclusion, which means the people we have to exclude from this trial, the people who have active or latent TB, also people who have uncontrolled diabetes, uncontrolled hypertension, people who have hepatitis B virus, hepatitis C virus, and also people who have previous use of trastuzumab or interleukin 17 and 23 pathway inhibitors.
For this clinical trial experiments, the outcomes are the 75% reduction in PASI score compared to the baseline and the reduction in PGA score. And the result is the difference of the percentage of the PASI 75 of the patient who take 200 mg of trastuzumab and the patient who take placebo as much as 56.6% compared to the who take 100 mg of trastuzumab as much as 58%. It means that for the dose of 100 mg is more effective than the dose of 200 mg. And then for the difference of the percentage of the PGA clear score between the patient who take 200 mg of trastuzumab and the patient who take placebo as much as 52.1% compared to the patient who take 100 mg as much as 50.9%.
And the second clinical trial is a randomized placebo-controlled trial, double-blind and multi-center. This trial will first we're gonna talk about the object of this trial. Object of this trial is to compare the efficacy of trastuzumab of treatment with people or patients who had moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. And this trial will separate into two parts. First part will divide people into three groups. First group will get 200 mg of trastuzumab. Second group will get 100 mg of trastuzumab. And the third one will get the placebo at week 0 and week 4. And the last one will get 50 mg of etanercept. And the second, second part will divided into four groups too. First group will get 200 mg of trastuzumab, and the second group will get 100 mg of trastuzumab, and the third group will get the placebo at week 12 and week 16. Yeah, and the last one will get 50 mg of etanercept once a week. Yeah. After that, we will move to the patient. All of the population in this trial had 1,090 people. They get 621 of them get trastuzumab, and 156 person will get placebo, and 313 will get etanercept. Yeah. And inclusion and exclusion will same as first trial. Yeah. So we're gonna move to outcome. This outcome we have two topics. The first topic like a 75% reduction in PASI score, and the second one is reduction PGA score. And after that, we're gonna move to a result. The result has a person who get 200 mg of trastuzumab will reduce 25%. It can calculate in 59.8%, and the person who gets 100 mg can reduce the PASI more than 75%, can calculate that 55.5%. So we go into PGA. The person who gets 200 mg of trastuzumab can reduce PGA 53.7%, and the Person who get 100 milligram of ridaxizumab can reduce PGA 50.2%.
Next, we continue with the trial 3, study number 3, which is conducted by Merck Sharp and Dong Corp 2018. The design of this trial is randomized, double-blind, and placebo. The subject is given about 100 mg of ridaxizumab at week 0, week 4, and every 12 weeks thereafter, up to 64 weeks. The patient total altogether is 926 patients, with given Ilumya 606, while placebo 310. For the inclusion, the PGA score need to be 3 or higher than 3, which indicate moderate or on a 5-point scale of overall disease severity. And the PASI score need to be 12 or higher than 12, and the minimum body surface area involvement need to be 10%. For the exclusion, this study will exclude subject with guttate, erythrodermic or pustular cirrhosis, because Ilumya only treat plaque cirrhosis.
So we come from the outcomes and results. From the outcomes, we can see that from the last two trials, we only see from the PASI and PGA also, and the outcomes is same. PASI 75 means 75% reduction in the PASI composite score, while the PGA is the proportion of subject with PGA of 0 or 1 and at least a 2-point improvement. So the result, the patient with Ilumya with the PGA of 0 or 1% is 55%, and the PASI 75 is 61%, and PASI 90 is 39%, and PASI 100 is 12%, while the placebo is PGA of 0 or 1 is 4%, and PASI 75 is 6%, and PASI 90 is 1%, and PASI 100 is 0%. So we can conclude that the patient treated with the Ilumya has the better cure with the psoriasis better than the placebo. So that's all our presentations. If you have questions, you can ask us. Thank you so much for the attention.
Any questions? Okay then. Do we want to go and take a break? Do we have a snack or something? Break and then the last two then later. Let's just, you guys want to go home, right? Take a break for 10 minutes. Is that good? Yeah. Okay, 10-minute break. Thank you.